Have you been thinking about buying a home and you're just getting the process started and you keep hearing words like closing costs, earnest deposits, and down payments, and you're wondering what is the difference between all of these things and when are they going to come up in my real estate transaction? Well, in this quick video, I will explain to you the difference between these terms, and I'll also let you know when it's going to come up in a real estate transaction so you can be sure to have your dollars ready to go when it's time. If you're getting a loan to buy a home, then you are likely going to be required to put a down payment on that loan. The down payment is the amount you are paying towards that loan. So the bank's loaning you some money and you're putting some money towards the house. Typically, this is a percentage of the purchase price, and it's usually between 3 to 20%. It does not have to be 20%. Just a hot tip for you. And also there are some loan products like a VA loan and an RD loan that sometimes require 0% down. So something to explore with a lender. So you're going to have your down payment. Then there's closing costs. Closing costs are fees that are associated with getting your loan. So closing costs include things like loan origination fees, state transfer tax, appraisal fees, getting your escrow account set up. So that's going to include things like prepaid insurance. You're going to pay your homeowner's insurance. You're going to get property tax money set aside in your escrow account. So all of those things are part of your closing costs. Now, there's something called cash to close. Cash to close is that big number you're going to get at the end of your transaction. You're going to get a closing disclosure, and that closing disclosure is going to show you all your closing costs, and it's going to have your down payment on there, and it's going to say, here's your total cash to close. This is what you need to bring to the closing table in order to buy this house. So that's going to include your down payment and closing costs. Now, initially, when you made the offer on the house, you're going to include a term in that, and that is your earnest deposit. Your earnest deposit is a deposit that you're putting with your offer to show the seller that you are serious about your offer and you are ready to purchase that property. That earnest deposit is a term of the contract, and it will be deducted from your cash to close on your closing statement. So your down payment is the percentage of the loan you are putting towards your mortgage. Closing costs are the fees associated with getting your loan. Cash to close is the down payment and the closing costs together. That's what you need to bring to the closing table. And your earnest deposit is at the beginning of the transaction. That is the amount of money you are putting with your offer to say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm making a serious offer and I want to buy your home. And that's deducted from your cash to close at the end. I hope this helps you to kind of understand all those different terms and when the money is required to come out of your pocket during your real estate transaction. If you found this to be helpful, I hope you check out my next video where I'm going to be talking about home inspections and do you need to have one? Are they required? And what happens if you do not get one? As always feel free to reach out if you have any questions about real estate or Portland in general.